Hi everyone, my name's Seth and today I'll be presenting my Rocket Fuel project. So let's get into it. Problem definition. Rocket Fuel Inc. is a company in the digital advertising industry that uses artificial intelligence to determine appropriate marketing actions to be taken with a particular person in a particular moment of time. Tascabella Inc., a manufacturer of women's luxury accessories, commissioned Rocket Fuel Inc. to run a digital trial campaign for a newly released handbag model. Tascabella was in the process of relocating a considerable amount of its advertising budget spent on handbags and other accessories and was completing a series of pilot studies to determine the course of action. The aim of the campaign was to target nearly 500,000 customers online with Tascabella's handbag ads. Tascabella was mainly concerned about reaching adequately high levels of conversion rates so that advertising dollars resulted in enough purchases to justify the spend. Now that we're done with defining the problem, I'll be moving over to my findings of the chi-square test and some of the conversion rates that I found. The campaign achieved a conversion rate of 2.55% for users who were exposed to the ad impressions. In contrast, the control group, which was not exposed to the ads, had a conversion rate of 1.79%. This suggests that 1.79% of the market was receptive to Tascabella's social media and other campaigns at the time. Consequently, the Rocket Fuel campaign demonstrated a 0.76% improvement over the previous campaigns. To assess the significance of the survey results, I conducted 2 sample t-tests to investigate whether the statistical evidence of a significant difference between the result of 2 groups. The null hypothesis persists that there is no significant distinction between the 2 groups, while the alternative hypothesis suggests that there is indeed a statistically significant difference. Following the Python simulation, I obtained a p-value of a very low number. With this, consequently, I rejected the null hypothesis, as this p-value indicates that the 0.77% increase in converted users has a significant and positive impact on Tascabella's sales. Moving on, I'm going to explain the profitability of Tascabella. So, to understand this, I took the cost of the control group plus the cost of the campaign to understand the total estimated cost of this campaign. With this, I was able to understand the ROI of the company, taking the profits from the campaign minus the total estimated cost of campaign and dividing that by the total estimated cost of campaign. With this, I got an ROI of 32.23%. This ROI indicates the company is generating substantial profits relative to its investments, demonstrating a high level of profitability and financial health. Now I'll be describing the opportunity costs and what that looked like for Tascabella. So, in qualitative terms, the figure of 7,238 represents a missed opportunity, signifying that the potential for a more substantial financial return existed had this amount been invested in the campaign. This amount, when invested differently, could have yielded a greater monetary gain. To put it into perspective, the sum amounts for approximately 5.4% of the total cost of the campaign. This means that a significant portion of the campaign's expenses was not allocated optimally, and had it been directed more effectively, it could have resulted in a more favorable financial outcome for the company. In essence, this missed opportunity underscores the importance of prudent financial management and resource allocation within the context of the campaign. Serves as a reminder of the potential gains that could have been realized by optimizing the utilization of resources, emphasizing the need for strategic planning and informed decision-making to enhance the campaign's overall effectiveness. So, moving on, here is some of the data I derived from Tascabella. So, these 2 graphs are showing the conversion rate of the exposed group and the conversion rate of the collected group over this impression range. So, from these graphs, I was able to understand in the exposed group, the conversion rate exhibits a direct proportionality to the number of impressions, meaning that as the number of impressions increases, the conversion rate also rises. Likewise, on average, the control group experiences a similar trend where the conversion rate tends to increase with an increase in the number of impressions. However, it's noteworthy that the exposure to more than 600 impressions in the control group does not appear to have any further impact on conversions, as the conversion rate levels off at 0. For those exposed to ads, the most effective range of impressions per user falls between 17,001 and 18,000 impressions, while in the control group the optimal range is between 201 and 300 impressions. These insights shed a light on the relationship between impressions and conversion rates for both groups, highlighting specific thresholds where the impact becomes significant or levels off. Increasing the number of ad impressions with the exposed group consistently yields a positive result, as it is associated with a 100% conversion rate. In other words, each additional impression in the group contributes to successful conversion. So, moving on, I collected a couple more important graphs in order to understand more about Tascabella. So these two graphs on the top go over the percent of conversion depending on the hour of the day, and the two bottom ones are the percent of conversion on the days of the week. So through this, I was able to understand the peak hours and days. So the peak and the most effective day of the week is Monday, and the least effective is Saturday. For the day, or for the hour of the day, it is at 4 o'clock, and the least effective hour is at 8. So, what does this all mean, and why is this important? So, in conclusion, the data and insights presented reveal significant findings regarding the relationship between ad impression and conversion rates within two distinct groups, the exposed group and the control group. For the exposed group, it is evident that increasing the number of ad impressions is directly associated with a positive outcome, resulting in a 100% conversion rate that indicates that each additional ad impression contributes to a successful conversion, making it highly effective a strategy for this group. Ultimately, these findings highlight the significance of a data-driven and strategic approach to ad impressions, recognizing that a one-size-fits-all strategy may not be the most effective in maximizing conversion for both groups. So, with that, that is the end of my presentation, and I thank you all for listening. Goodbye.